Oh, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of G Bear's Homesteading the Desert. It is September 26, 2018, and you see a couple of sheets of siding here left on my trailer. I went out and picked up a bunch of this morning, and what had happened was when I got back here about lunchtime, the winds picked up and they were gusting about 14 miles an hour. So as you know, I can't be handling a sail that size in a 14 mile an hour wind. I'd be down the next property. But as you can see, I did get some up because the wind died down a little bit, gave me an opportunity to do some work. So I've got it coming around the corner now. And this is 1.5 more sheets here, and then 4 sheets along that side. So I have 2 here. That's the 1.5. So I still need to get up 4 more sheets. But I got to get the 5th sheet because I got to cut that in strips, and that covers the eaves underneath here so that nothing can go up in there and build nests, as I don't want to start having problems with that kind of thing. So I got 1 more sheet that I have to buy that will cover that. Those are 15 inches on this side, so 2 of those would be a half a sheet, and then the other side is only 6 inches, so I need another foot on that. So the final sheet is just to do that stuff, and I also have to do above there. Now, I did pick up Z flashing today, and this is Z flashing, and that will sit on top of this panel, these panels that go along this wall, and then the flashing goes up behind the next panel above it, so water can't get in the crack between the two. It comes down and drips over and comes out to the down the siding. So like I said, I will have a 1x4 tacked on to those studs up above there, but I can't do that until after I finish putting up all of the siding on there, because that's going to bring it out another 1/2 inch. So I've got 1.25 inches that's going to be sticking out. Then I'll snap my line, cut off the excess plywood, and then I'll be ready for roofing. And none too soon. I was just watching the news and weather, and there's a slight chance next week, 20% chance of getting some showers over here. So if that does happen, I want to be able to at least be protected inside here and not damage the work I've already done. So no big deal. If I have to get up there real quick and waste a $20 roll of tar paper to tack it down real quick with some 1-bys on the seams so the wind doesn't blow it off, I'll do that. And then I can always pull the 1-bys later, buy another roll, put a second layer of tar paper over that, and then start my roofing. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. But that's what I plan on doing, just to make sure. And as you can see, I now have the wind side here protected, except I left the window open, so there's still a little breeze coming through. And I've got this closed in, but you still see light up in there. Well, that'll all stop when I put those eave caps outside. You won't see that light there anymore. And then in that unit and this unit over here, from the outside, I drill some holes up in there, and then I put a screen cover over that. And that allows me to take cold air up the walls and into the attic. And then there'll be an eave vent on that end right there to push the hot air out. Up there, where I made the hole through to the other attic to bring my electrical wiring through, I'll pull that cover off of there. I just shot a couple of screws in with a scab plate in there to hold it in place for now, so bugs and critters don't go up inside there. But when I'm ready to close this ceiling in, I will pull that piece off of there so that I'll have a common attic space and let the air flow between the two. Because the other side of the cabin already has vents on the last truss. All right. Next trip is going to be, I'm going to actually have to disconnect my washer, drain down my barrel, and I'm going to have to pull that unit out away from the cabin so I can put those siding sheets on there. And then I can finish my connection for my hose bib, which I have sitting down there, which will be going outside right here. And my connection that'll go out the wall for the washer and I was going to say dryer. You don't need a hose connection for a dryer, right? Unless you want to get your clothes wet again. But yeah, this'll punch through the wall here, and it'll have its stop on there, so I can reconnect my washer up, and I'll no longer need a back on this, so I can take this one piece off. I'll probably still leave that one so I don't have to mess with it. But I'll take this one off so I can just slide that back in and reconnect my washer so I'm back in use again until the summer comes when I actually build a permanent laundry room. And that'll be down the line. But like I said, function first, pretty later. Let's get it all put together. And you can see over here when I put the siding on how accurate I am when I cut around the window. That's a cutout right in the middle of a sheet, or not just off to the side, one side of the sheet, but I get that real accurate. Now I will put my window sealant caulking all the way around there, and then I'll put my 1-bys on it like I did with my other windows there, and I put a double bead of window sealant on the backs of those 1-bys before I press them up against the building and shoot them in. So I end up with a nice weather-tight seal, and that's what I want. That's a good thing. So as you can see now, let me get back a little further here. As you can see now, I've got a big house now. This is getting to be a home. Looking great. That's all I have for today. I'll cut it short and save you some viewing time. Well, I know you don't want me to do that. But don't forget, if you haven't already, give me a thumbs up down below. Those count. If you like my videos, thumbs ups always help. Also, if you do like my video and you like my channel, please subscribe. I can use some subscribers. And that always makes me happy, and I'm always happy to contact people who contact me and comment and ask questions. Pretty soon, I've been talking to a few of my longtime subscribers and followers. I will be doing a mini-series special on things you need to know if you're planning on homesteading. And I found it all out by trial and error, and there are certain things that you really have to put together before you actually go out and start homesteading, because you're not going to have time to do it once you get out there, and you've got to have all your ducks in a row before you can start doing stuff like this. And of course, being rich always helps, but that's not the kind of stuff I'm talking about. G Bear signing off.